Summer travel isn't just about where to go, it's about where to not go. You could stay home and complain about the heat while scrolling Instagram jealously, or you could pack a bag, pretend your life is together, and escape to a place with fresh scenery and fewer responsibilities. Whether you want beaches, mountains, something cheap, or something that'll ruin your budget in the most beautiful way possible, I've got you covered. These aren't ranked because that would require some form of math or objectivity, and we're not here for that. Let's jump in. Number 15, Sedona, Arizona. Sedona is one of those places that looks like a Windows wallpaper, only with more people waving crystals around and trying to sell you essential oils that smell like divorce and patchouli. But underneath all that, it's absolutely gorgeous. Massive red rock formations jut out of the desert like Mother Nature decided to get dramatic. And the hiking trails? They're unreal. Cathedral Rock, Devil's Bridge, Boynton Canyon. Each one sounds like a warning label, but ends up being worth the climb. There's this whole vortex energy thing people are into here. Allegedly, you can feel the Earth's power. I just felt dehydration and the overwhelming need for Gatorade. But if you like hiking, starry nights, jeep tours through rock canyons, and watching tourists have mild spiritual awakenings, Sedona is a weird, wonderful summer escape. Number 14, Montreal, Canada. Montreal is like if New York and Paris had a polite Canadian baby. You get cobblestone streets, French signs that make everything sound fancy, and a food scene that doesn't play around. We're talking smoked meat sandwiches, maple everything, and poutine that could raise your cholesterol just by looking at it. Summer in Montreal is all festivals all the time. There's Jazz Fest, Just for Laughs, Fringe Fest. I swear there's a guy on every corner playing either the saxophone or juggling fire. You walk through old Montreal and suddenly feel underdressed, even though you're wearing your vacation best. It's fun, it's cultural, and it's just European enough to feel like you went overseas without dealing with customs or currency exchange headaches. Number 13, Lake Bled, Slovenia. This place looks like a children's storybook fell into a lake and came to life. There is literally a church on an island in the middle of a turquoise lake surrounded by mountains and forests and swans that act like they own the place. You can rent a wooden rowboat and paddle yourself to the island, or if you're lazy like me, pay a guy named Luca to do it while you take photos and pretend you're discovering a lost world. The best part? It's peaceful. Slovenia hasn't been overrun by hordes of tourists yet. The food is a blend of Italian, Hungarian, and Austrian, which means you can eat your body weight in dumplings and gelato without switching countries. Lake Bled is calm, clean, and just the kind of magical you need when you're tired of cities and crowds. Number 12, New Orleans, Louisiana. It's hot, it's humid, it smells like gumbo and regret, and you should absolutely go. New Orleans in the summer is like jazz, messy, loud, improvised, and somehow perfect. The French Quarter is always popping, the food will ruin your diet forever, and the city just doesn't sleep. Probably because it's sweating. You'll dance to a brass band in the street, then cry at a beignet stand at 2 a.m. wondering how one pastry can change your life. Sure, it rains sideways sometimes, but that's just part of the charm. And if you don't end up in a second-line parade by accident, did you even visit? Number 11, Amalfi Coast, Italy. Italy's version of flexing. Everything here looks like a postcard and costs like one too. If that postcard was made of marble and hand-delivered by a man named Giuseppe. The Amalfi Coast is all cliffs, lemons the size of your head, and tiny roads that make you question the existence of driving laws. You'll pay too much for pasta, sweat through your linen shirt, and fall in love with a sunset. It's beautiful, dramatic, and yes, every American tourist is here. But don't let that stop you. Just throw on some sunglasses, learn how to say more wine in Italian, and pretend you're in a movie. Number 10, Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo is the future, except it's the future that also bows politely and sells hot canned coffee from vending machines. This city will blow your mind and then reorganize it alphabetically. Summer's hot, sure, but there's enough neon and noodles to keep your brain distracted. Go for the sushi, stay for the robot cafes, and definitely get lost in a convenience store because 7-Eleven here is not like yours. It's like a sacred temple of snacks and life solutions. Tokyo is fast, weird, clean, polite, chaotic, and perfect. You'll leave confused and a little obsessed. Number 9. Asheville, North Carolina. If Portland had a southern cousin who brewed beer, played banjo, and actually smiled at strangers, it would be Asheville. This place is a mountainous, artsy hug. You've got craft breweries on every corner, drum circles in public parks, and locals who wear hiking boots like a fashion statement. There's the Biltmore if you like wandering through someone else's house for 4 hours, and the Blue Ridge Parkway if you want to see some of the best views in the South without ever getting out of your car. It's weird, it's warm, and it's full of people who smell like patchouli and kindness. Number 8. Reykjavik, Iceland. You come to Iceland in the summer for one reason: it never gets dark. Midnight looks like 6 p.m. and your body has no idea what time it is. Reykjavik is a tiny, quirky capital that feels like a fishing village that learned to code. It's got rainbow-painted houses, bars with names you can't pronounce, and hot dogs that are somehow famous. From here you do all the cool Iceland stuff: waterfalls that seem made up, black sand beaches, geysers that shoot boiling water into the sky while tourists stand too close holding GoPros, and of course the Blue Lagoon, which smells like eggs and feels like soup, but is still the best bath you'll ever take. Just bring money, lots of it. Everything in Iceland costs more than it should, including your sanity when you see the receipt for a sandwich. Number 7. Cartagena, Colombia. Cartagena is like salsa dancing in city form. Vibrant, energetic, and just a little sweaty. The old city is a walled colonial maze of color, bright pinks, deep yellows, bougainvillea vines spilling off balconies, and people who look effortlessly cooler than you in 90-degree heat. You'll eat seafood straight off the boat, drink fresh coconut water from the source, and if you're lucky, end up on a rooftop bar listening to live cumbia while watching the sun set over the Caribbean. It's a mix of old-world charm and beach town ease with a soundtrack that never really stops. If you're tired of resorts that feel like airport lounges with palm trees, Cartagena gives you authenticity, flavor, and enough adventure to fill your camera roll and your memory bank. Number 6. Vancouver, Canada. Vancouver is that one friend who's always outdoors, always glowing, and always suspiciously upbeat. The kind of city that wakes up early to hike, drinks almond milk by choice, and somehow pulls off fleece vests without looking like a high school gym teacher. In summer, it's paradise. Not the tropical kind, the I forgot air could feel this clean kind. You've got mountains, beaches, forests, and a city skyline that looks like someone photoshopped Seattle into a pine forest. The Seawall Walk is legendary, 17 miles of pure coastal eye candy, and Stanley Park might be the only park where a raccoon could lead you to enlightenment. There's sushi so fresh it should come with a life jacket, and food trucks that could make you cry over a grilled cheese. Everything works, everything's clean, and the worst crime you'll witness is someone not using their compost bin correctly. Vancouver, where nature, chill vibes, and excellent coffee collide and then politely apologize for bumping into each other. Number 5. Zanzibar, Tanzania. Zanzibar doesn't feel real until you step off the plane and smell a mix of sea breeze, cinnamon, and oh no, I'm never leaving. It's Africa meets the Indian Ocean meets Arabian spice routes, with beaches so white they make your sunscreen feel inadequate. And the water, it's not just blue, it's maybe I'll quit my job and become a snorkeling guide blue. Stone Town is a maze of ancient alleyways, carved doors, and the occasional rogue chicken. Spice tours will have you sniffing cloves like you're prepping for a cooking competition. And the food? Coconut curries, fresh seafood, chapati that haunts your dreams in a good way. Zanzibar doesn't care if you're fancy. It wants you sunburnt, happy, and slightly unsure what day it is. Number 4. San Diego, California. You know how people say you can't beat the weather? They're probably talking about San Diego. This place hasn't seen real weather since the 90s. It's 75 and sunny so often you start to suspect a Truman Show situation. The beaches are gorgeous, the burritos are massive, and the people are either surfing, skating, or sipping overpriced cold brew in board shorts. There's something very chill about San Diego, like aggressively chill. The gas is expensive, the rent will ruin you, but for a few days in the summer, it's perfect. You've got La Jolla's sea lions doing yoga poses on rocks, Balboa Park pretending it's a European city, and sunsets that practically high-five you on the way down. Also, the zoo. Look, I don't even like zoos that much, but this one, it's like the Disneyland of animal kingdoms. You'll see a panda eating bamboo like it's paid to do it, and suddenly your whole worldview shifts. If you're looking for a vacation that feels like a warm hug and smells faintly of sunscreen and fish tacos, San Diego is calling. Number 3, Bali, Indonesia. Bali is not a destination, it's a state of mind, and also an influencer photo shoot happening every 300 feet. Yes, there are yoga retreats, yes, there are smoothie bowls with flowers in them, and yes, someone will ask you about your chakra before you even leave baggage claim. But here's the thing, it's still incredible. The beaches are legit, the jungles are lush, the waterfalls look fake until you get there and realize, oh no, this place is actually magic. Ubud is where the yogis hang, Canggu is where the surfers hang, and Seminyak is where your bank account goes to cry. Bali may be cliche now, but cliches exist for a reason. It's paradise. Just don't forget bug spray and a tolerance for people who say namaste unironically. Number 2, Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon is what happens when someone builds a city out of sunshine, sardines, and centuries-old tile. It's hilly, like you'll consider a taxi to go 1 block hilly. But the views at the top make you forget your cabs are on fire. Trams rattle up steep streets. Old men play cards in the park. Every building looks like it belongs in a Wes Anderson film. In summer, the city wakes up. You'll smell grilled fish in the air before noon. Locals hang laundry from their balconies like colorful flags of casual fashion. And then there's the pastel de nata, that custard tart you eat 5 of and lie about eating 2. It's also one of the last European cities that still feels lived in, like real people actually live here, not just tourists pretending they're writing a novel. The nightlife is low-key wild. Fado music 1 minute, rooftop DJs the next, and the wine, cheap and delicious. Always a good combo. Lisbon is sunshine with a soul. And yes, your thighs will hate you for the stairs, but your memories will thank you. Number 1, the Dolomites, Italy. The Dolomites aren't just mountains. They're Italy's dramatic, snow-dusted mic drop. Imagine the Alps, but with better food, fewer influencers, and hiking trails that end in a plate of ravioli and a view that makes you question your return flight. That's the Dolomites. In the summer, it's a green paradise. Wildflowers blooming everywhere. Cows with bells that sound like background music. Cable cars that take you halfway up a peak so you can pretend you're athletic. The air is fresh. The people are relaxed. And the scenery makes your phone battery scream for mercy. There are mountain huts called refugios where you can stop mid-hike and order espresso and strudel. Espresso on a mountain. I cried, not even ashamed. And while other parts of Italy are melting under the summer sun and packed like a Costco on a Saturday, the Dolomites feel spacious, quiet, and just peaceful. If your idea of summer is peace, carbs, and alpine beauty, this one's for you. So that's the list. 15 places that'll make your summer feel less like a heatwave survival drill and more like an actual vacation. Just remember, book early, pack light, wear sunscreen, and leave your stress back home in the junk drawer where it belongs. And hey, if you enjoyed this list and want more sarcastic, slightly educational content, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, Topbest, and I'll see you in the next video.